Dear participant, happy to announce you that our YouTube live streaming is successful. Today morning we have some technical glitch, so we could not convert this meeting to YouTube. But now it is okay, and I am sharing YouTube password with you. तुम्ही आहे ना जॉईन होत आहे 2 मिनिटं. आला असं आधी येतेच का सर आलं झालं आलं मी तुम्हाला पोस्ट करून Welcome one and all at this second session of our online international conference. Welcome one and all. Archana ma'am, my audio is clear?
Yes, sir, you are very clear to me.
Thank you. Welcome one and all. Early morning. Welcome once again. Eco बघतो मी यार. Sound off केलं. Sorry for technical disturbance. Today morning we had inaugurated this online international conference. Our inaugurator, Honorable Tusharji Rande, was the inaugurator of our online international conference. We had welcome address of our Honorable Ashatai Rande. Our keynote speaker, Dr. Ashish Palkar sir, professor of LNIPE University, Gwalior, has give keynote speech to in the inaugural session. Then S.K. Pal sir is also give keynote speech. Now it's time to move our third resource person, Professor S. Archana Mani Malti Madam. I request our convener, Dr.L.K.Pratale sir, to introduce our resource person.
Hello. Good afternoon, everyone. I am extremely sorry for tomorrow's interrupted some technical issues and stopped our meeting. Our second session start with the eminent personality in the field of physical education. She represented the all struggling woman who is fighting with this situation. Today is our third resource person. Yes, Archana Mani Malti. She is pursuing his doctorate degree in Algappa University. Now she is a assistant director of physical education in Coimbatore. She has also represented All India Inter-University handball and basketball. She is also conducted various sports camps, sports workshop, and she also presentation her research paper in various national and international conference. She has also completed postgraduate diploma in yoga, and she also completed postgraduate diploma in sports management. Very renowned personality in the field of physical education. She represents the all women. I request Archana madam, please hand over your lecture and please guidance to all.
Thank you, Mr. Patel Lambaji. And first, I would like to thank Kishan Vidya Prashak Santas Group Institutions and Honorable Nishan Ji and Honorable Asatai Rantek and for conducting a timely and informative conference for teaching and coaching fraternity. And I want to also thank for the opportunity given to me to Mr. Dr.S.N.Patel, sir, the principal and the co-convener of the conference. Thank you, sir. And I want to start my session with the glimpses of post-COVID sports competitions. Dinesh Batakji, shall I share my PPT now?
Yes, ma'am, you can. Thank you. Yes, ma'am, please.
Yeah, I'm doing. Yes. I hope my PPT is visible to everyone now. Is it clear,
Yes,
sir?
yes, ma'am. Now it is okay.
Yes, sir. Actually, I want to share about the post-COVID impacts on sports competitions. As the sporting world grapples with the COVID lockdown, we take a look at number of ways in which our favorite sports might be affected after resumption. And actually, it will going to be a big headache how we are going to reschedule the left out sports competitions. And when these events finally resume, there are bound to be a drastic changes in fans and players' experience. And COVID and sports competition. This is now a thrust area for everyone because we all are searching for the solution how to organize, how to reorganize the sports competitions. The COVID-19 pandemic has upended all areas of life. So sports is not excluded with this. So sports also a heavily affected area, and sports is a contributor to economic and social development. We all should accept this because sports is the biggest industry now, and average time spent in front of the computer for watching the live event, it decreased about 29% due to the lockdown, and the TV impressions for sports view became a less by 69% during the COVID-19, and the key revenue for generation of sports body is heavily affected. The cancellation of IPL will cost BCCI nearly rupees 3,000 crores, and India's remaining World Cup qualifiers have been postponed, and very awaited event, hockey women team to undertake China in March was cancelled. And the impact of COVID is majorly affected the most expected events. Summer Olympics was postponed to August 2021, and World Games also postponed to July 2022, and Wimbledon. And these all those events are never stopped for any reasons after World War II. But now this is the biggest pandemic to ours, so all those events are postponed or cancelled, and it will be restarted. But how? That's we are going to discuss in this PPT. And many of the viewers are saying how the IOC and the health organization are going to be maintained and how to manage this pandemic situation. So as Thomas Patch and President IOC said, the World Health Organization came for agreement with the IOC how to develop the person's physical fitness in a good way. And our own champion shooter Bindra said sports administrators need to work towards how to create an alternating skill to development of athletes and how we are going to handle with this. And after COVID-19, the sports came with a pandemic, and how we are going to manage that. So for that, the Indian Olympic Association come with a white paper. The white paper consists of 7 specific questions that we should mainly focus on that. What would be the right time and strategy to resume the training, and how we are going to resume the training? What changes to you forces in sports when it resumes after lockdown with the persons, and social distancing and social distance maintenance, how we are going to do that? When would be it safe to resume competitions, and what will be the strategy? What precautions need to be taken, and when resuming the sports? Do you prefer spectators in stadia when competitive sport resumes? How should local level sports resumes in schools, colleges, and clubs? And seventh and last very important question is what norms should be followed in public playground and play spaces? Because sports for all. The sports is not only for sports competitions, and sports lovers, fitness lovers can also participate in the sports areas. So the IOA raised all seven questions to all sports bodies, clubs, and to everyone. And they are also inviting the what kind of changes we want, and we have to input our knowledge in their betterment. So for that, they are asking for the 7 question submission till May 31st. So everyone are invited to submit their own views to IOA. So we all can try this. If you are having a good idea, we have to come front of the IOA, and we can put our own points. And the next one is our Indians are always inventors. In sports, we have a SOP, that is a standard operation procedures. That SOP was developed by our uh, our Indian government, and later it will be adopted by the Sports Authority of India also. So what SOP stands? So 4 to 6 people per area of 40 to 20 meters, few people in big area of play, and full pitch could be divided into 4 points, and maximum of 3 to 4 players could use each part with a minimum of 1 meter space between each player. The same set of 3-4 players should train together at all the times to avoid any spreads, because if we are changing the player, there is more possibility to spread. And high fives, fist pumps, we should avoid. We should definitely avoid it. It's very difficult, but we have to be practiced. And the groundsman to be carry very preparation, and they have to be maintain the social distance between the player. All equipment and even the playgrounds wiped and sprayed before and after the competition with the sanitations. All member unit staffs and teams should download the Arogya Set group before and leaving the ground. They should alert, they should update their Arogya Setu app. That's why we came to know whether their risk is safe or little bit. By came to know about the status, we can aware our participant also. And next one is, already I told, the SOP was adopted by our side, which is easy to easily accepted with the sports participants. The use of Arogya Set I already specified, and athletes and staff centers even, they must avail with us Arogya Set app. And strict social distancing. We have to maintain strict social distancing between the participants, coach, and supporting staff with everyone. Testing of all athletes who would be returning to the training facilities. It also must. Structuring to the training and to achieve desired results after the resumption. That's the thing. For that only we are all are waiting how to resumption. So we should know how to focus on the goal. Where we left, we have to bring up the back. So physiotherapy and massage be avoided unless absolutely needed, because many of physiotherapy are handling massages. So we should avoid unless it is very essential. The need of forum of COVID task force at each training center and center in charge. This is possible. So they came to know who is responsible and how to apply all those things. And next, I want to share the post COVID competition organizing. So when we are going to organize the competition, we have to maintain with a lots of things. I just listed some of things what came to my knowledge. And sports clubs with the social distance and focus on skill development, keep any play or interactions between players contactless. So in case of contact sports, we should try to avoid, and for them we can give a physical training to maintain their performance level. Do not have intermixing between groups, and one team per sports at one time at the field. Or otherwise, if they are coming, we can make them use for shift process, and adhere to facility or field specific guidelines for COVID-19. Avoid using locker rooms and facilities of service, because that cause more practices for spreading. And avoid host can practice outdoors as much possible, because while going for indoor we need some cases we need a AC, or we need closed any other no options for outside air. In that cases we try to avoid indoor. It's possible to get outdoor facilities, and already I have some outdoors, so try to make use of that. And clean frequently touched surfaces at organizing gathering points, and ensure hand hygiene and are readily available in buildings. And encourage the personal protective measures like towels, water bottles, and what are all the self products they have to bring with themselves. Keep the visit as short as possible. Partner with the local public safety officials, because they will guide us, they will help us to run the program successful. So what are all the things strictly we do not allowed? Multi-users at the reference point. We could not able to control them after the practice. So we should plan already. Try to avoid the refreshment points. And if it is need, try to avoid the multi-users at one time. Avoid shaking hands and hugging. We should not allow them, because whenever they feel very happy to celebrate their success, they will go for shaking their hands and hugging. We all are know that this is a sportsmanship, but during this pandemic time we try to avoid handshaking and hugging. And group photos, social dining, everything should be allowed. Team celebration with the trophy, avoiding using saliva on the ball, because the cricketers used to do that. We should avoid all those things. And what this is an important one, and some of them are not known about this. Olympic channel is found in the year of 2016 onwards. More interesting workouts with the family at homes by watching athletes work out during this COVID. Everything is updated in Olympic channel. Our pupils must know about Olympic channel, and it can be available in online at all the time. So we have to watch Olympic channel, and what they are going to do that primarily focus on the stories of athletes, featured coverage of competitions in Olympic sports, year around interest in Olympic movement, and non-stop replays. What are all the unforgettable things, and specifically uh, uh, fantastic closing and opening ceremonies, everything is replayed in Olympic channel. So to keep active upcoming stream, and most anticipated is esports event, because everyone are searching sports in internet now. So stay update with all the latest developments impacting the global sports industry. Stadium will now be open, but there is no spectators, so they can play the match. The match will be telecast in internet, Instagrams, YouTube live, but there is no spectators due to the COVID pandemic. But we should know how to maintain that, how we are going to telecast the program. That's the thing. So, and esports have grown massively in the recent years and present a new way to enter fans, bring in revenue. The absence of real sports presence and opportunity for virtual technologies to grow. A virtual training might become much more personalized and player centric, because we have to concentrate now how the players are going to be maintain their performance, how they are going to be fit in the lockdown time. So we should know how to centric them, and we have to develop the training towards player centric. And I want to share some live and virtual streaming. That's virtual esports open tournaments or new gaming experience that lets participants together when even they can't be at the same room, but everyone can watch. Certified tournament organizers make sure that events run smoothly and commentators make more interesting to watch. Like our conference, the Bucket sir is doing a good job. And more than a video game tournament, a virtual esports open creates an exceptional build connection, competitions, and tons of engagement. Even in a stadium, we can accommodate 1,000 spectator. It means we can we can make use of multi-user at a time with the help of live streaming. For example, YouTube, youth leagues, tournament series, or specialized sports in that particular area. In specifically in our south, Silambam and martial arts are very famous. So already they have started many online tournaments for them. The TV revenue imperative is why many leagues are developing contingency plan without live audience. So we have to be ready for this. And broadcasting of sports events. Broadcasting of sports started nearly 1890s onwards. In that time, they used only telegram, but now we have many sources. And nowadays, live coverage of the sports program, a radio, Instagram, as I stated earlier. Indian channels see rise in viewership thanks to cricket and world wrestling entertainment for reruns. So we should know, as for Sony Sports Network, the channels are showing European football matches in South Africa versus Indian match. Then it will be interesting. So it depends on the region what they are. So according that, the local channel, that means in the national channels, they can make use and avail of reruns of the fantastic programs again. And here I listed some broadcasting, a big way for the sports lover. How much amount of and millions are overrolling with the UFA League Championship. We can say India is nearly 2.9 million. So it can be possible, but we should be ready for the uh, open stadium and fan-free stadium. No fans, no spectators, but the player must be played. And sports channels in around 29 channels are available in India. It includes the very favorite DD Sports, Star Sports, and Sony Live, CBS Sports Network, ESPN, Fox College Sports, Fuel TV, MLB Network. Some of things are only available in the network itself, but many of them are already availed in the doorstep itself. So some of sports have their own channels, like NBA, National Basketball Association in USA. They have their own channels. So according that, If our thrust sport is cricket, kabaddi, hockey, so we have to start our own channel for the based on the sports. So I want to specify how the entertainment sports can be carried out, because we should not, I already told you the sports for all, the sports, it have sports participants and entertainment sports participants. They are not a professional sportsman, but they need to, but by with their interest they are participating in sports to maintain their fitness or some other things. So we have to be there for, we have to plan also for them. So multiplayer video game competitions, now all are sitting in front of the mobile phone or tab and playing the competitions. Sports competition using video games is also one extreme, but ability of sports game will be played in the like a shadow game. Even in a video game, they can able to move. They don't want to sit at one area. A time accelerate adaptation to online services to distribute sports content events. So we have to be more that already the some developers are there, but we have to keep a hands with them. We have to make use of them, and we have to put up many more video games in interested way like a shadow games. We should not make the participant to be passive. We have to make them active. And next one is social engagement with the distance. We have to, how we are going to maintain the distance. A live video is a gate for sports content, so we can make use of entertainment in a part. We have to we can make use of separate the participants and sportsmen, the opportunity for social engagement at all time of the day, and in various facilitated the evaluation of social platforms into entertainment hubs that can possible. Sport content thrives on Facebook and YouTube, a nearly 47% increased, because the people are inside four wall. They don't know how to spend their time. So they can make use of their cat gates. In that way, they can use 47% was increased, because the pupils are showing to spend their time in valuable way, so we can make use of all those social distance games. And exclusively is a key the prime advertising space, because sports advertisement is another a biggest branch in the sports industry. So humanized version round the clock access to the sport. And I want to share how we are going to care about fans, because fan are the backbone of sports competition. So how we are going to handle the fans with a care. We can make we can ask them for mask is compulsory, social distancing, markers on the floor outside booking a ticket is area is a compulsory one. We have to make use of some marking areas to buy their tickets, or otherwise we can avoid some e-ticket by scanning the QR code. They can enter into the stadium like that, but avoiding indoor maximum, try to outdoor sports. Special seating arrangements, all the seats should not be filled up. The seat have to be filled with a social distance, so we can leave in between the two or three seats, as we our Indian government is going on like that. So we can make some use of the social distance between the seats. We can leave some seats in between in the gap. Maintain social distance while queue up at entry at exit point. So we should make a social distanced queue. This is important. And by avoiding too many belongings, they should not bring too many belongings, and they should get with a little and very needed belongings, because we should try to avoid the spreading problems. And next one is sports sponsors and COVID. I already told you as how the fans are one branch, the sports sponsors also the one more branch. They promoting they are promoting their brands with the name of sportsman, but they are also a biggest part of sports industry. So unlock the potential of sports talent and use it for good. So how we can do that now? Every social medias are having their broadcasting channels. So now sports become a bigger promotional tool than before. So before that, they have to advertisement. They can give a pamphlet. They can announce their name. Instead of that, they can put eco-friendly e broadcasting that can help them than before, and it will be work out good. And promotion of sports events, a product and service are more popular, and we can sustainably change the athletes by coming into the field in this period particularly. And health and fitness care products are motivated due to the self fitness concern. I came to know that many of my friends also brought new treadmill and cycling, because they want to maintain their fitness. They have much more time than before, so they want to spend the time valuable like fitness development and maintenance though. So we can use of sports fitness training equipments by availing all those things in the area, and digital accessibility to the people by making the familiar product with a favorite. It is also the possible one. And we have to follow some new protocols, and the new protocols can make the program find success, and health checks and screening of participants and staff volunteers. This is difficult, this is much cost, but we have, if we did this, we can say our program is safe and secured one. Masking whenever appropriate, because the as Dr. Pal sir said, the sportsman need maximum amount of oxygen to perform the sports. So we know how to how we can ask the players or athletes to wear the mask when they don't want the mask, when we can maintain the distance without mask. That's important, because while wearing the mask all the times for athletes and players will be a drastic problem. So we should not allow them to wear the mask at all the time, but they should wear only in the appropriate places. Use FaceTime, other video call options, and help them to train individually, because individual training can help them to maintain their fitness. They don't want to come for the social interaction. They can do their workouts in their own place itself. It must to support the safe reopening of sports events, as well as supporting activity during the pandemic and beyond. During the pandemic also they are possible, but without audience. But beyond that, we should know how to, even we are going to live with the corona pandemic. So in that time, how we are going to accommodate our player, we have to think about. So to safeguard the health of all athletes and others involved in the self effort for maintaining distance must kept all the times. Maybe the golf players can come, but they can play only with a less amount of the less availability of equipments. They can bring only 2 to 3, much use of more, and they can drive their own self-motorized vehicle inside the golf. They can collect their own balls, and wrestlers can stick with the physical training, because we cannot do wrestling and boxing. They all are body contact sports, and break the trainees into small in a small groups. Already I told you, we can divide them in groups and ask them to participate in different timing also possible. Instead of that, we can break the trainees into small group, and we can leave much spaces in between them. It can help them to practice in a safest way. And I want to say, stay safe, and stay safe and stay active. This is possible because in Olympic Channel and in many of newspapers, all the sportsmen are publishing how they are doing their workout with a partner, with their home partner, their house partner, and how they are enjoying their workout with their pets, and how they are creating their own workout area at their home, in surroundings. That's the thing we have to look up the now, because maintaining a player's performance is only it can be done only with the help of maintaining the fitness. So we have to be consciously look up about our athletes and players, because they are going to be a bone back. So we have to maintain everyone's fitness now. I hope my presentation was clear to the viewers, and if there is any question, they can ask now. I am waiting for the discussion.
Thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful deliberations. Participant, you can raise your hands and ask the question to our resource person. After that, we will take presidential remark. Our principal sir is also joined with us. We will move to presidential remark, and thereafter vote of thanks session will be conducted. So participants, you can raise your hand. Professor Govind Vankar sir. Professor Govind Vankar sir, you can ask your question. English only. Okay.
Yes, Govind Vakman, sir. Mr. Dinesh Dakat, sir, I can't hear anything.
Yeah, ma'am. I'm searching. I'm waiting for participants' hands raised.
Oh, okay. I think they are clear with the
Vaishali,
points.
yeah, Vaishali Kamath, ma'am. Yeah,
Oh, okay, sir.
Let me unmute them. No, some internet connection again for Vaishali, ma'am. We can't unmute Vaishali Kamath, ma'am. Some internet connectivity from your side. No.
But I think my side was very clear. I can hear
Yeah.
everything is clear, but I could not
Okay.
see any
Okay.
questions in the
Thank you.
display.
Thank you. Thank you
So
very much, ma'am.
shall I then conclude, sir?
Yeah,
Shall I
yeah.
conclude, sir?
Please.
Shall I
Continue.
conclude with a
Yeah.
small thanks?
Yes.
Yes,
Please.
sir. I want to give my special thanks to the tireless person and a good sports attitude person, Dr. Sandeep Jagdap, sir, who would bring me to the international conference. And for you also, because you are doing an excellent program modulation, you have to modulate everything. It was very good. Thank you so much. I want to thank participants of the e-conference for their patience listening, and they are also supporting with the organizers. So thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. आचार्य शरणा इंटरनेट मी शोधतो मी केलंय सर Now I request our principal sir, Dr.S.N.Patel sir, to make his presidential remark.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Please.
Yeah. First of all, I am thankful to all the participants of this international conference and very good support. I am thankful to our President, Dr. Tushar Jirande, for his inaugural address of the conference, and Honorable Ashatai Rande for welcome address, and also thankful to the management of Kisan Vidya Prasarak Sanstha for allowing us to conduct such international conference. Today we had Professor Ashish Phulkar and Mr. S.K. Pal as a keynote speaker who had given detailed idea about post-COVID issue and the challenges on the educational institution as well as physical activity and fitness guidelines. I am thankful both of them for their presence and live speak. We are fortunate to have Professor Paul last year for training up our students. Participant, we had just listened resource source lecture by Archana Manish Malathi. I am also thankful to her to accepting our invitation and resource the lecture. All participants are highly motivated with all your presence and benefited with your vast knowledge. I am thankful to all of you on behalf of our Kisan Vidya Prasarak Samstha. I appreciate the responsibility of organizing the conference has successfully handled by convener Dr.Pratale, co-convener Dr.Bhakkad, conference secretary, and our vice principals, Professor D.B. Patil and Dr. M.V. Patil, and the technical coordinator, Professor Sandeep Solanki. Dear participants, thank you once again. Just say, stay home, stay safe, follow the government guidelines, and meet in future or other conference. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. May I audible, sir?
Yes.
Thank you, participants, all, especially our college principal, who is a very sports-loving principal, and he has very helping hands to the sportsman and the sports field. I'm especially thanks to the Samstha, our president, Tushar Baurande, who grant me to allow this conference, and our Kisan Vidya Prasarak secretary, Honorable Sri Nishanji Rande, treasurer, Honorable Ashatai Rande, and our Samstha's trustee, Honorable Rohit Baurande, and specially thanks to this coordinator and technical coordinator of this conference, Dr. D.D.Bhakkad, and also the team of this international conference of physical education and education, as soon as the resource persons of this conference, Dr. Ashish Falkar sir, Mr. S.K. Pal sir, and yes, Archana madam, all of our very thank you for accept our invitations and give us a very deliberate lectures and also guidance. So I am thank you each and everyone who support to us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Pratale sir, for your vote of thanks. Participant, a small change in our technical session. Due to technical issue, we could not release all your videos on this Zoom meeting. We had already posted your videos in 10-10 slots to our jury members. There are 200 video presentations with us right now. We already posted all your videos to our jury members for best paper presentation awards, and we could have results till evening. So as soon as we got the result, we will declare the best presentation award, and same while we will issue the link of YouTube link for the presentations video. So with this brief, I can conclude.
Dr. Bhakkad,
Yes, sir.
Bhakkad,
Yes, sir.
someone is asking about the certificate. Just clarify.
Yeah. Dear participant, you will provided certificate of participation, and if you have sent your video, then you will get video presentation certificate is also. Both certificate will be received on your mail tomorrow morning. And if you are selected for the best paper award, the award will be issued to you up to 5th June, because the award certificate will have your passport photo also. So the best paper award result is declared by evening, and the individual message to the particular participant will be posted for requesting their passport photo. So till then, please bear with us, please stay with us. I will post all your video link, video presentation link, selected video presentation link. I cannot publish all 200 videos. I can publish only 70 videos, and we could give 20 to 25 best paper presentation award. 10%. It is okay, principal sir? 10%,
Yeah,
10%.
yes.
Because out of 200, we can give 10%, means 20 to 25 best paper we can issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So participant, now I am closing this meeting, and this meeting video recording is also available with you. You can also verify our earlier session recording also, which is already posted. Thank you for your huge support, participation. Thank you. Signing off, Dr. Dinesh Bhakkad.